So recently, I've been trying to put a lot more effort into my prayer life and spending intentional time in prayer, growing closer to God and becoming a more prayerful person. And in this process, I find I'll go to the chapel on my school's campus every morning and I'll sit there, and sometimes I just sit there and I start thinking about all the things I have to do today, schoolwork, projects, videos, all kinds of different stuff, what I'm going to eat for breakfast that day. And every couple of minutes I'll be like, what are you doing, bud? You're supposed to be praying. You're supposed to be, and I'll look back at Jesus like, sorry, my bad. Try to get back into it. And I just fall back into thinking about things. And, being focused on prayer and persevering in prayer is hard, especially when you're not super experienced with spending a lot of time in prayer. It is hard to spend that time focused on intentional prayer. And I want to give this analogy, I guess. I could absolutely, 100%, no doubt in my mind, start a marathon. I'm sure, anyone with two working legs could start a marathon, but finishing a marathon? Heck no. Anyone can start a marathon, right? If you have two working legs, you can pull up to the starting line, shake your legs out a little bit, and at least start moving. But finishing your 26.2 miles, that is extremely hard. But how do you get to that place where you are able to finish 26.2 miles of running? By running a lot, by practicing, by every day going in and putting in the work. Where do you even start? Someday, you strap your shoes on, you lace up your shoes, and you just start running. It might not be long, you might be super out of shape and you run down the block and back. But that's a start. And then the next day you run down the block and back twice. The next day you run, half a mile. And you continue to build on that and you continue to work your way up and strengthen your ability to run. And anyone can start a prayer. Anyone can get in the position to pray. It's not hard to go like this or to sit down or kneel down and put yourself in the position to pray, or heck, plan on praying. Write down in your schedule that you're going to pray before bed, or you're going to pray when you start your morning. It's very easy to do that. But then what? Then often it gets hard. Then what do we do? Just like getting yourself to be able to run a marathon, you just start running. In terms of prayer, you just start speaking. Prayer is just talking to God, building a relationship with God. So just start talking. It doesn't have to be profound. It doesn't have to be super long. It could be 10 seconds of saying, God, be with me today. That's a prayer. That's a wonderful start. But if you persevere, if you're consistent with it, if you daily go into that and just say, I'm just going to lace up my shoes and I'm just going to start running, you'll eventually build up that ability and you'll dive into prayer and grow your ability to be comfortable with prayer. And it's just like anything else that you can work and grow on and track that progress and continue to progress every day. If you just keep going to God and praying and just start talking. And if you need that nudge, if you need something to kind of be the catalyst to start your prayer, think about this. Prayer is always a response. You don't even have to start the prayer, because really, you never start the prayer. God always starts the prayer and we are just responding. But don't give up when it's hard. Don't get discouraged when it gets difficult. Persevere in prayer and keep coming back every day and just keep running.